Let's start by rendering off some bacon. Leeks grow in sand, so they're always going to have a little bit of dirt there. See? We need to wash these. There, nice and crisp. Let's add in the leeks and let them sweat for a few minutes. Okay, let's add a little flavor here. I've got some fresh thyme from my garden. Just a nice pinch. Touch of salt. There's a lot of salt in that bacon, so I don't need much. Of course, some black pepper. Now for the co-star of this dish, I've got peas. Yeah, frozen is fine. If you've got fresh, be sure to blanch and shock them just a bit, just to make sure that they cook all the way through in this dish. Now let's deglaze with a little bit of white wine. That's maybe 2 ounces or so. We're going to let that reduce by half. Now that the wine's reduced, let's add some chicken stock. It's maybe 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup. Let's turn our attention to the fish now. I put the stock on the back burner. That's got to reduce by half. So let's season up our fish. This is Chilean sea bass, so they say. They also had some Pacific Dover sole, which, well, Dover sole does not come from that ocean. We'll let the fish finish in the oven, but let's turn our attention back to our ragout. The cream's tightened up a bit, so let's give this a taste. Our salt is fine. Could use a little bit of freshening up on that thyme. And a little bit more pepper. And I've got one more ingredient here. And that is goat cheese. I'm not a big fan of fish with cheese, but if you're using it as a little bit of a flavorant or whatever, as long as you're not, coating it with cheese, a little cheese is nice to flavor. This is going to add a little bit of creaminess and some twang. We'll put a nice little few scoops in the center of this plate. Flatten it out just a bit, and then we'll put our fish down. And now we'll garnish the plate. A little bit more of that thyme would be nice. This is basil oil. And I got some Hawaiian sea salt. It's pretty and tasty. And finally, a few microgreens on top. You can get that at most stores.